Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let's make sure everybody can see and hear me. Glad to be here today with you all. Good morning, Allie. Welcome. Where are you joining me from? Have you joined before? If you have, it's been a while. So I am here in Mexico in the morning, Sunday morning. It's a beautiful day, and yeah, just glad to be here, as we are most every Sunday morning. Hi Andrea, welcome, good morning. It's my, I haven't spoken yet this morning, so yeah, my voice is waking up. Oh, wonderful. I thought you seemed familiar. Allie, welcome back. I am joining at a little bit of a different time than normal, so those in the Pacific time zone in the Western Hemisphere, it's a little bit later for you all, and the time has changed recently as well, so that plays a factor. Welcome, Nancy, nice to see you. So today we are going to be doing our weekly spiritual guidance. We always get powerful messages and energies that come through. And this is going to be a collective reading for everybody that's here, or if you're watching the replay, doesn't matter. Wherever you find this, it's the perfect time. So who all was here? I know some of you were here for the 11/11 live stream the other day. That one, for me and for many of you, was super powerful, so I'm curious who was here and what your experience was. I still have the the Light Seers deck. We pulled this Two of Cups last time, and this card was just so full of power and energy. Even though there were other cards in the reading, like this was the one that stuck out and just was very, very powerful. And I remember after the live stream, I felt so good and uplifted, and I went outside and I just bathed in the energy of this card and the energy of the live stream. So was curious yeah, who else was here. So hi J.E., Marcy, welcome back, glad to see you. Yeah, and you know, it's interesting. Hi Allie, this is a Two of Cups that came up in the 11/11 reading. So good morning, Kat. Yeah, I was just sharing the impact of that session and this card particularly for me. Good morning, Susie. So, you know, my goal is to recreate every session to be yeah, powerful and impactful, of course. So that's my intention for us here today. So today we will be doing, again, a collective card reading. So anybody that's here, this is for you. And the message will unfold as the cards are shuffled and shared and presented. I've been doing this over 4 years now, every single week, without fail, pretty much, rarely missing a week. So, hi Eliana, welcome, welcome. Yeah, is there ever chance? Jennifer, nice to see you. It's been a while. Thank you, Kat. I do as well. Yeah, so then we will be, after doing the card reading, I always bring in the themes of the reading into the Reiki energy healing, and I also do ancestral clearing. So we close with that, and I do the clearing specifically for whatever comes up in the reading. The Reiki energy healing, I am a Reiki master teacher, and the way that I guess my intention in the way I know Reiki to be is, you know, we can have our intentions for what we want Reiki to do or to heal, and it is going to be up to the person's higher self as to what the Reiki does for the person. So I just have the intention to be the channel for the group, and whoever chooses to receive the energy will. And you may have a specific intention of what you want that energy to be used for in your own healing, and our higher self knows more than us in this three-dimensional form. So yeah, there's a lot of thoughts about Reiki where people kind of see it very 2 or 3 dimensionally, as far as like, oh, you know, I have a backache, I'm gonna, you know, get Reiki or do Reiki on my back to heal the back pain. And that may happen, and it might not, because that's very like point A to point B and 2-dimensional, and that's not how energy healing works. You know, we are multi-dimensional. There's so much going on that we can't see and know. And there might be some other cause or some other reason that there's a particular issue that somebody has. So again, we can have the intention and leave it up to, I will receive whatever is needed for my best and highest good. So we will be doing that after the collective reading. Welcome, Lisa. Nice to see you. How was everybody's 11/11? And we're also in Mercury retrograde for those who follow that. So yes, and if you missed the 11/11 or you want to revisit it because you didn't get to see all of it, it's in my replays in my YouTube channel. So this is all being double live streamed right now. So you can catch me right here or over there, and the replays are there. And you can follow me here on Insight Timer if you don't already. I'll put up my card here. Hi, Sister Sunshine. Well, sorry to hear that, and glad you're here as always. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's like the longer we go on in this collective timeline, I feel like the pressure keeps getting like cranked up more and more and more, because, you know, I believe that it's all for, you know, our best and highest good. It's all for our growth. It's all for our expansion. And although it might look like, it might look otherwise, that's what having faith and trust and surrender and allowing is all about, is that although we can't see, you know, the other side of things, Like, we get to trust that there's some purpose, there's some reason, there's some bigger picture here. And that's why we have spirituality or religion, or for those of you who are religious. One of my life coaches, talked about spirituality is the context in which we see the world. So even if somebody doesn't identify as spiritual per se, everybody has a context. Everybody has, their ideas and their beliefs on why are we here and all of that. So, oh, interesting. I'll be interested to hear about that, Sister Sunshine. And yes, Kat, there's been solar flares this week, the astrology. We had some power outages here in Mexico. People were attributing to solar flares, although, of course, the government electric company said there was some outage somewhere. So, hi, Wendy. Good morning. Haven't seen you in a little while. Glad you're here. And for those who don't know, as I said, I am a Reiki master teacher, and I'm also a spiritual life coach. So I help people move through and get past stuck places and challenges in their life in order to create what they want and step into their greatness. So if you're ready to get unstuck, I do have a special offer. It's limited depending on my availability and demand. I offer a gifted coaching process for those who have never experienced coaching with me. So if you're facing challenges, if you're feeling stuck in some area of your life, send me a message. You can do that here through Insight Timer. Anywhere that I am, you can check out all my links and follow me everywhere as well. So we will start with Michael Singer. Who all does not know Michael Singer? If you don't know him, you probably know this book, The Untethered Soul, if you've been around the spiritual block. And it's been almost a year. It might even be a year to the day coming up that I got to meet Michael Singer in person. I want to check and see when that anniversary is, but I got these cards. When I met him, he signed the cards, and I had a very powerful spiritual experience at his Temple of the Universe near Gainesville, Florida. So let's see what wisdom Michael Singer has to bring in. Oops. Ooh, I've never seen this card before in almost a year of using these cards. Let go. No matter what it is, let go. Simple and powerful. Let go. No matter what it is, let go. Who all has something to let go of? Give a heart, give an emoji, give a word in the chat. Joanne! November 23rd and 24th. Thank you. I didn't know you were here. I'm so glad to see you. So, Joanne joined me at Michael Singer's almost a year ago, November 23rd and 24th. So, thank you. What a year it's been. Marcy has something to let go of. Sister Sunshine, Allie, hi V, work in progress. Eliana, you have the Untethered Soul cards. Awesome, and you got the same card 3 days ago. Definitely a message for you. Jennifer, a theme. This has been a theme for you lately. Oh. Actually, I'm going to have us do this before we continue because it's coming up and I follow my intuition. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Allie. Wow, that sounds really tough. So I'm glad you're here. So this is going to be great for you and for all of those here who have something coming to mind that they're letting go of, ready to let go of. I'm going to take you through a couple rounds of what is called faster EFT tapping, right? So, and I've done this before in live streams. It's been a while. It's a abbreviated form of EFT with a couple additional things in it. So we're just going to do this, we're not going to deep dive into it, but I'm just going to give you sort of a taste of it. And you'll see why it came up when I read the card when we do this. So if you want to join in, we'll just take a few minutes and think about the thing that came up for you. And I asked who here has something that they're ready to let go of, that they need to let go of. So just bring that to mind and feel the energetic response in your body, the stress, the tension. You want to feel it a bit or more to the level that you can handle it. Because when you tap, it works best if you haven't that energy active in your body at the moment. So I'm going to take you through the tapping as you feel that energy in the body. And it's tapping on 4 points here, and it can be either side or both sides at once, however you choose. Here, inside of the eyebrows, side of the eyes where that bone is, and under the eyes, and then the collarbones. So there's only 4 points with this. After we do that tapping, you'll grab your wrist, take a deep breath in, exhale through the mouth, and think or say the word peace or calm or serenity or however, whatever good feeling you want to feel. And then you'll think of something happy, a very simple thing that makes you happy very easily. So that's one round of the faster EFT. So we'll do 3 rounds and then we'll dive deeper into the reading so you can follow along. And there's statements I'm going to say with each point. So you can repeat out loud, repeat in your head, and do this. So think of the thing that's stressful for you, that you're ready to let go of, or that you're trying to let go of. Feel the energy in your body. And then we'll start tapping. I surrender. I surrender. I let go. I let go. It's safe to let go. It's safe to let go. Just let go. Just let go. Grab your wrist, deep breath in. Peace. Feel peace. Think of something happy. And that's one round. So we'll do it 2 more times. I'll do, I did right side, I'll do left side, I'll do both sides. This is just giving you a taster. So again, bring up the situation you're ready to let go of or you want relief from. And we'll do the tapping. I surrender. I surrender. I let it go. I let it go. It's safe to let it go. It's safe to let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go. Grab the wrist, deep breath in. Peace. Think of something happy. Feel that feeling inside of peace and happiness. And now one more time, bring the situation to mind. And I'll do both sides. I surrender. I surrender. I let it go. I let it go. It's safe to let go. It's safe to let go. Just let go. Just let it go. Peace. Feel peace. Think of something happy. Okay. So, I actually have a YouTube video going through that. It's about a 10-minute video. If you want to review that or learn more. So how was that for those of you who were like, I've got something to let go of, and you participated? How do you feel now after doing that? It took, 5 minutes, and I explained it. Without the explanation, it probably would have took 1 minute. Wonderful. So traditional tapping has like a lot more points, and it's great. And this is faster EFT, so it's faster. Ooh, Allie's yawning. Yeah, the grabbing the wrist, Ileana, I think it's like an anchoring, it's an anchoring, maybe like an NLP sort of a technique where when you do that and then you think and feel peace and take the breath in, that helps anchor it into the body somatically as well. And you have that association. So I'm going to draw from Work Your Light. These are oracle cards. We've gotten this one many times. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So that's even what I said earlier already in the session about like, what context do we live in this human body from? What is the context in which we see the world? Do I see the world in a religious context, in a spiritual context, in some other belief system? I mean, even, atheism is a belief system in which atheists have a view of the world and a belief system about that in the context. For me, as I said, like it feels like this kind of, we keep cranking the pressure up in this collective experience here on this planet Earth. And, my context is that it's all for the good. I don't know what that is. I can't see into that. And, our part is being able to break the chain. And we're going to do some ancestral clearing a bit later in the session. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So we can do that. Ooh, that's a great tweak, J.E. Thank you for sharing that. Just doing a little bit of pressure and circular movements on the points. Yeah, whatever works. So now I'm going to draw from Sacred Rebels. And I was reading something online about clearing ancestral patterns. And I'm an ancestral clearing practitioner. So, of course, that was interesting to me. And I have a certain method that I was trained in to do that. And what I was reading was talking about how all of our survival patterns that we got from our ancestors, from the generations before us, they served, a purpose to survive, right? And all of the, things that happened and the traumas and everything, on the face of the planet that we still have within our DNA and within our energy field and all of that. And these patterns have gotten us here now and have helped us, right? So yes, we can clear the patterns, and yes, we can clear ancestrally, and it's also good to thank the patterns and thank the ancestors, and even like giving back, like thank you for like scarcity, right? Like scarcity came from survival and our ancestors doing what they needed to survive and not die from starvation or whatever, right? And now, for most of us on this planet, we're not in that state, but yet we get into scarcity when it gets triggered in other ways. So we can, even consciously be like, thank you, ancestors, thank you for the scarcity survival pattern, that was needed, and now it's no longer needed, and I thank you, and I release, that energy to the universe. I can, seeing like the positive benefit of that pattern, and that's actually what I do in my coaching as well. When we look at people breaking patterns or habits or things they don't like or things they want to change, it's like, yeah, we want to do that, but we also want to look at what's the positive benefit of you having that pattern. What has that given you in a positive way? Because every negative thing has some sort of, benefit to it, or we wouldn't keep doing it. So you can do that, think of that on a personal or an ancestral level. Hi, Melinda. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. So the Sacred Rebels card is the word wants to be written. The word wants to be written. It's got butterflies, and her third eye is very lit up. So let's see what the guidebook says about this card. It's card number 42 for those who like numerology. So this card is talking about you allowing your creativity to move through you by being yourself. It says what you're dreaming of or seeking to do, create, live, or manifest is very natural for you, and that's why you want to do it. If you experienced controlling and manipulative forces as you were growing up, you would have found it hard to access your natural state at the time. You would have been too busy trying to adapt and get through the trials of childhood. How many of you can relate to that? And then when you finished navigating childhood and started to let go of who you were taught to be in order to become who you really are, you may have found your life path was not easily accessible. This is simply because your true and natural self was covered by layers of shame from the early conditioning that you had to be other than you are in order to win love or be acceptable. And it's saying, of course, that true self is still within you. It's just about healing those layers of shame, saying I'm still lovable, and being on our own team, being on our own side about that. So it says drop your defenses and confront the shame. It says life is urging you to do so because the work wants to happen. So whatever wants to be created or done through you is trying to do that, but these shame layers that we identify with and give power to and are unhealed have gotten in the way for some of you. Yes, I'm still lovable. So the word wants to be written, right, to come through you. So there's a healing statement, a healing process that I'm going to read. So if this message resonates with you, you can take this on and take this in. I now choose to forgive and release any person, situation, or circumstance that has ever been a source of shame or shaming for me, whether conscious or unconscious. I now release this from my body, mind, and heart through unconditional love. I choose to claim myself instead. I love, accept, and claim all of me under the loving protection and wisdom of life. I choose to live as myself now. I call on the unconditionally loving assistance that life wishes to send me for this journey now. I honor my creative power and my innate worth. So be it. So breathe into that. And this is also part of the breaking this chain, healing, breaking the patterns of shame that came through our lineages. And as the statement said, like forgiving that. It doesn't mean condoning the behavior, but forgiving for our own freedom and for letting go. So more letting go here. So some of you can relate to that. And I will also, in the clearing at the end of the session, I will bring in healing around and clearing around shame. So now we're going to get some Light Seers Tarot as clarification and further messages. Hi Laura, welcome, welcome. And even just, you can see this message that's, as it begins to solidify and the dots begin to connect. We started out with letting it go from Michael Singer. So for some of you, it might be letting go of who you were conditioned to believe yourself to be, letting go of believing families' perceptions of you. The thing is, when we change, it threatens the people closest to us. And they don't like that because it's threatening. So they want us to stay the way they know us to be so they can feel safe and comfortable and it's familiar. When people change and the others don't change with them, that's what happens. Like when I got sober in AA a long time ago, I radically changed. And for those in my family who are and were and still are active alcoholics, that was very threatening. Even though, my sobriety had nothing to do with them and theirs, there was still that that attitude, I guess you would say. So I'll pull one more card. We've got Wands energy today, which is creative energy, fire energy, passion, creativity, masculine energy. So wherever you feel blocked or stuck, it's about healing the shame, healing the patterns. so that you can move forward into what your soul's calling you into. Oh, so you can be happy. So we've got Ace of Wands, Seven of Wands, and then the Sun. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. And so that's what's coming here for you. So, and look at how these cards are very similar here in both, you know, figures with eyes closed and third eye being totally lit up here. So as I always say, you can't make this shit up. So something creative is coming, is wanting to happen. Your inspiration is coming. You're going to be inspired to a new idea because you're breaking these chains. You're chains, and you're breaking these patterns. For some of you, it might even be like, I'm no longer going to tolerate things that I used to tolerate in my life. Maybe you're coming to a breaking point. I mean, this is break the chain here. So some of you are coming to a breaking point with a relationship or a situation. Could be a job situation or a relationship. I know many people in the, I'm in Mexico, so north of the border, are having that around living in the country. So there's many people leaving. So that sort of like breaking point energy is happening for some in that way. Again, it could be a personal relationship, a living situation, a job situation. It depends, you know, we're in a collective reading here, so there's going to be different specifics, and you know what that is. I also do these readings one-on-one, as well as my Reiki and Ancestral Clearing. I have my signature session that combines a mini reading with a Ancestral Clearing and Reiki session. So if you're interested in that, you can reach out and inquire about that. So, yeah, I feel like, again, it's like this breaking point energy, Eliana. Yeah, and the good news is, you know, there's inspiration. You're coming from a place of fullness within yourself, within your own energy. Yeah. Now, the next card is the Seven of Wands. So look at this. Defending yourself, defending your territory. To me, this is just, it's a card of boundaries. It's like so apparent. You can see the wands at the bottom of the card. You can see the figure inside of this bubble, you know, turning her head to the side and doing namaste hands, but it's also kind of like, you know, kind of like what I like to call bless and block. It's like bless you and I'm blocking you. So Laura, can it be a way of being ourselves? Totally. You know, it might be things within yourself you're no longer willing to tolerate. Again, the word tolerance, right? Sister Sunshine. So some of you are just like, no more. And this could be the ancestral patterns, because that's coming up a lot. This could be the shame. This could be like, I'm no longer going to settle or tolerate being in self-pity or victim mode around my thinking and around these patterns. So yeah, it just really feels like a breaking point energy for some of you. It's like, no mas. And you can see here her solar plexus. Her solar plexus is lit up. That is our seat of power. That is our personal power. So centering into that, some of you may feel to do some third chakra work. And the color of the third chakra is yellow, which, yeah, it's yellow on there, but it goes very well with the sun card. So it's like, I feel like this is saying when you cultivate that third chakra energy and getting back into alignment with that, like that energy is going to fill your entire being and then spread out. And instead of being like this tiny spark, you are just going to be embodying that energy, and you're going to be full of joy. No mas. Awesome, Kat. I love hearing that. It's so beautiful. I'm going to see what's on the bottom of the deck here. So there's some choices that you're going to have to make. There's some options and some choices. What are you going to choose? This is all up to you. Interesting, Eliana. What do you think had you change liking yellow? When I got my aura read, mine was yellow. Yeah, there's definitely, y'all are weighing choices. Underneath the Seven of Cups is the Two of Pentacles. Again, weighing options, deciding what path to take. Underneath that, the Four of Pentacles, conserving your resources, not overgiving, doing what you need to for yourself. And I feel like for many of you, the energy is, this is about you and your relationship with yourself. And what are you tolerating within yourself? Where do you have low standards, where you let yourself get away with things when you know you could, and you have an intention to choose differently, but you don't? I'm thinking about a coaching client I have who is working on overcoming depression, and we are having an agreement around accountability, like daily accountability. You know, she wants to get out of bed at a certain time. She wants to, do things in her business and do things in her day. And yet, before we started working together, she was just sleeping in and not getting up, And so now we're starting this accountability so that there's somebody else that knows and cares what she's up to. Because it's so easy for us to break our word to ourselves when there's nobody else that even knows what we're trying to do. So it's very powerful and supportive to have that, that arrangement, that agreement, where now she knows that, and not that I'm putting pressure on her or I have expectations, I'm just here to be a loving, supportive accountability as we agreed. And so she's getting up earlier. Imagine that. Sister Sunshine. So I feel like I've known you long enough in our Insight Timer community that I'm going to challenge that and say you allow yourself to get sucked into the drama. How does that land? And I say that with love. Yeah, and I get it feels difficult. It could definitely feel like you're getting sucked in, and we are sovereign. You know, if we do that, we're doing that. So I knew you could take that. And it's the good news. It means you're empowered. You are responsible for yourself, and yeah, you can do all this. You know, you can break that pattern. Yes, Jay, totally. It really, really is. Ooh, so it's great. You can see the dynamics here, Sister Sunshine. Yeah. Definitely a place for growth, for expansion out of your comfort zone. I wonder if there's some codependency going on, if you're feeling guilty. Yeah. So that is our reading for this week. And if you haven't already, follow me here in Insight Timer and everywhere, and you can check out my profile and links for more. And stay tuned for more live streams as they're scheduled. Definitely same time next week, or a similar time. I'm still playing with the time for this session. And join my group here, Natalie's Healing Circle, in Insight Timer. We can stay connected there. We have a wonderful group there. And you can check out all of my free and premium meditation tracks. Yeah, I have one called Transmuting Shame in the Body. I don't think I have it to share right here. But yeah, that's in the free tracks. I also have this Ancestral Clearing prayer on abundance in my premium tracks. You can see it on the screen. That's a powerful prayer, so check that out. Yeah. I hear you on that about guilt. So, in our Reiki and Ancestral Clearing today, I'm going to be clearing around shame, around disempowerment, around overwhelm, feeling stuck or victimized or in victim mode. Especially going back to the beginning with this Michael Singer card. Let go, no matter what it is, let go. And everything, anything that came up for you around that, as well as further on in this reading. And then I'll be channeling Reiki. I'm also going to channel Solvana energy, which is another powerful energy I am attuned to. And Solvana energy is an energy of transformation and new beginnings and third eye openings and expansion. Since we had both of these cards, this and the Sacred Rebels, that both have this third eye activated. So, everybody go ahead and close your eyes. And just on the out breath, let go. Let go, let go. I will activate the Reiki, Dr. Asuli, Madam Takata, all the Reiki grandmasters and beings associated with bringing Reiki into this world, as well as Silvana energies. Thank you. Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo. Silvana, Silvana, Silvana. And just allow your higher self to draw in the energy. It's not something I'm giving. I'm just the channel for it to be channeled through, so that your higher self, your body, mind, spirit, will draw in this energy in the exact perfect manner for you right now. For healing, clearing, cleansing, releasing, nourishing, guiding. And just surrender and allow, trust and have faith and let go. Let go of what's no longer serving you. Let go of the thoughts, the habits, the energy, the stories, the patterns, the conditioning, the programming. As well as anything that's coming to your mind that's a tangible thing in your reality that you are ready to let go of. Just intentionally do that now if you feel your intuition nudging you in that direction. Just allow these energies to move in through and around you. I will now do some ancestral clearing. Infinite Creator, source of all that is, we love you. Thank you for loving us. We humbly ask that you open, bless, expand, lead, guide, and direct us into your perfect light, love, and life, and always, completely, now and forever, please and thank you. For everyone hearing my voice, for all of our family members, all of our relationships, all of our ancestors and all of their relationships through all relevant time, space, and dimension. For all hurts, wrongs, judgments, and burdens, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, sexual, and financial, through thought, word, or deed, please help us all forgive each other, forgive ourselves, forgive all people, and all people forgive us, completely and totally, please and thank you. And I'm just doing some more silent clearing. So just allow the energy of the Reiki and the clearing Feel that energy and the clearing moving through and around you, in the solar plexus, in the third eye chakras. Infinite Creator, for the highest good, please lift out all weight, pain, burden, sin, death, debt, negativity, spells, hexes, curses, black magic, white magic, guilt, fear, shame, unworthiness, and limitation of all kind. Transform it into your love and let your love flow back in and through us, filling and giving us all complete peace now and forever. Please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you. Please help us love and bless each other, love and bless ourselves, be at peace with each other, and at peace with ourselves. Please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you. And if you care to take on these phrases we used in the faster EFT, I surrender, I let go, it's safe to let go, just let go. It's safe to let go. It's safe to let go of patterns that protected you, of perceptions of how you've seen yourself or others. It's safe to let go of fear. It's safe to let go of the thing you don't want to let go of. It's safe to let go. Just let it go. Just let it go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it done. Thank you. If you care to come back to open eyes, you can. Thank you so much for joining me in this powerful session today. If you care to give a donation, that really helps support me in what I'm up to. And as I said, for those who have never experienced a gifted complimentary session with me, feel free to send me a message, and I have a special offer for a powerful coaching process that I will take you through if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling you don't want to let go of patterns, challenges, behaviors, relationships, mindsets. Thank you so much. J.E., Sister Sunshine, Kat, Jennifer, thank you for the donation. Marcy, Allie, Kim, thank you. Suze, V. Yes, the phrases are: I surrender, I let go, it's safe to let go, just let go. So I actually have, there's a little meme image. It's just like one image, and it has everything on it for the faster EFT. So send me a message if you want that. Thanks, Allie, for the donation. Bring your friends next time, and stay tuned. So Eliana, you can click on my picture in here and it should go to my profile, and there should be a place to send a message, or you can search my name and I come up everywhere, website, socials, all of that, and you can send message through there. And yeah, in the site, it's like an email form. So that's what it would look like. Breaking the chains. I do have a free ancestral clearing prayer in my free tracks here in Insight Timer called the Master Prayer. It's got elements of what I recited in the prayers. And as I said, there's the premium track for abundance. I shared that earlier. I also have another premium track. Well, I have many, so this one I feel will resonate with some of you. Total release for relief of total surrender for release and I can't even say it, but you can see it on the screen. I'll try one more time. Total surrender for relief and release of worry and concern. So it's just this full on, it's Michael Singer inspired of just releasing and letting go and surrendering. Because doesn't it feel so good? Because the resistance is suffering. So, yeah, and again, if you haven't followed me already in here, here's the button to click there to follow me. And yeah, you'll be notified of future lives, which I will be scheduling. I'm going to be doing a sugar addiction live stream because the holidays are here. So if anybody here has a problem with sugar, you'll want to join for that. I also do life coaching on freedom from sugar addiction. So stay tuned for that live stream. It will be scheduled, as well as more of these and other topics like, you know, raising your standards, what are you tolerating, energy givers and energy drainers. So those are all really powerful and fun topics that will help you make changes after you join in. You'll get tools and tips and motivation and inspiration to do so. So thank you so much. Enjoy your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. And if you feel the heart's call to reach out to me, follow your intuition. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.